Hello, I'm Lucinda Corrigan. I'm here at Rennylea, our family farm in southern New South Wales, located between Albury and Holbrook. This is a generational family business, Rennylea, which was established by Brian's forebears in the 1870s. And so we're coming up to 150 years with a sixth generation now emerging. It's a full-time grazing business, and we are a breeding business. We produce cattle for the supply chain, so we are producing the genetics that flows through to the global consumer. My daughter completed a postgraduate diploma in climate change and did our first emissions profile back in 2010, which we've just revised, and we will do that as an annual or biannual event to get on top of what our emissions hoofprint is, as I always call it. The activities we've undertaken are really all to do with increasing productivity, but also producing a product that the world wants to buy, a high quality protein. So that starts with genetics and genomics. This business is a stud business, a seed stock business, so every animal is measured at birth. We take a DNA sample the day the calves are born, so we get 50,000 pieces of data on every calf born within a couple of months of age. And that starts that pathway of understanding with precision what we're doing. Then we've moved on to a lot of work on perenniality, improving the herbaceous and woody perennials in our farming system, so perennial pastures, lucens, lots of phalaris and clover-based pastures. And then we also have the native perennials, which are in some of these hills around us here. So the next part of it has been investing in infrastructure. When we came through the millennial drought, we realised that we didn't want to run livestock on these light acidic granite soils, especially through our summers and autumns, if there was no dry matter in the system. So we've built a number of facilities, including 1,000 calf weaning yard, where the calves go in each year in January when they're weaned, the spring-born calves, and stay there till we have ground cover in the paddocks. It also includes a couple of centre pivots that we've put in to bring a different class of livestock, the weaner heifers, through to joining weights. And so it goes on through the farming system. So high quality facilities that enable us to reach target market weights. Rennylea's really always been involved in research and development. We currently are running a research site for dung beetles to look at dung beetle activity through the growing season, how we take more organic matter into the soil with the use of the dung beetles. And there's some quite exciting things happening there. Plus, we're looking at developing our own algorithms with some of our genomics work for future traits that we need to get on top of. We really understand what our emissions footprint is now and what we need. And we also understand that with the tree planting we've done, we can reduce our emissions by a certain amount. But I suppose I'm really interested in some of the technologies that are in the pipeline. For instance, these investments in red algae and NOP, which are future feeding systems. And I'll be very interested to see whether we can adapt those for a cow-calf system. You've got to remember the Australian beef industry runs out of its cow herd. So for us, it's very important that we find ways to improve the efficiency of the cow herd, which basically runs on grass. When I look at this business, we have a team here of 10. 6 of the members of the team are under 35, and they're really interested in how this is going to go for their lives and for their children's lives, and that is also very much our wish. So we want to see, I suppose, a generational family business be able to thrive more than survive into the future generations. We do love living here. This is a gorgeous place for the world to be, and I think I'm very confident that we can, if Australia's best minds get around it, we can find these solutions together.